to the International Animal Rights Conference 2017. I'm very excited to see so many of you here. Every year we have new highlights, new speakers, and it's always a pleasure to spend the next 4 days with all of you. Who is here for the very first time? Could you please? Wow. Okay, have a look around. This is crazy. I guess the people are not coming back. Okay. As there are so many for the very first time, I would like to take a moment to go back in history a little bit and talk about what this location used to be. Anybody knows? This location where we are holding the International Animal Rights Conference now used to be a slaughterhouse for over 90 years. For almost 100 years. It was a killing place for horses, cows, pigs, and other animals. It was built in 1885 and they closed down 1979. I don't think they closed down because of a lack of demand or anything, which is not a good idea. It's a bad thing, because I think the slaughterhouse was not efficient enough anymore because it was very small compared to other places. But the reason that I think is the biggest reason why they actually closed down is, look around you. It's in the center of the city. It's in the center of the civilization where everybody sees what's going on. So that's why I think the biggest power that we have is to go to those places, because now the slaughterhouses, the new ones, are built in industrial zones and far away from the people so that nobody sees what's going on. That's why I'm very excited to have this year, again, people here from the SAFE movement, for example, who go to slaughterhouses and bear witness and bring it to the public. And so it's very creepy. Actually, also when you look around, there are still the hooks on the ceiling. But it's actually a good thing. I actually like the idea that now we are holding an animal rights conference in a former slaughterhouse. Isn't that what it should be? I think we should close down all the slaughterhouses and have vegan events there. That's our ultimate goal. Okay, so that much for the history of the location. I want to give you a little overview about the location, especially since most people are new here. We have, this is the main conference room. This is room A on your program. You have a little map. Then we have another conference room on the other side of the venue, room B, upstairs. And room C is the workshop room, also on the other side. It's also upstairs. Then in the center room we have all the tables of the different organizations, so definitely check that out. And then we also set up some tables inside where you can enjoy your lunch and your dinner and just hang out there. The food area is on the other side of the venue, and then we have where we clean the dishes and everything, the Spülwähnchen, we have on this side. So please bring your dishes back to that area. For the very first time, we also offer yoga in the morning. I know many people of you like doing yoga, so we thought it would be a nice idea to do that and see how it goes. We have 2 yoga teachers. One is Amy, and the other one is Johnny. Amy is going to do the yoga on Friday morning, and Johnny Bratz, who spoke here many times already, he will do the yoga on Saturday and Sunday. So please bring a yoga mat if you want to participate, if you have one, because we provide a few, but we don't have enough for all of you, unfortunately. Now I would like to call Karsten on stage. He is new this year he's the chef of the kitchen. So, greet him well, because he will provide the food for you. Another thing that I want to mention, very surprise, it's his birthday today. So, can we all get up and say, happy birthday to you? Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear cousin. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, so.
Hi, again, I'm Carsten Reiter, and thank you for the good wishes. Okay. I haven't seen it before, the slides. So I could go to the next one. Yeah. Some general comments about the food. So first of all, 95% of the food is organic. So most of them, what is possible is organic. There's some little bit is not organic, especially those things are from the sponsors. For the dinner and the lunch, you have to pay €4. Yeah. Then you have to buy the tickets over there at the registration, and you also can buy a ticket for the salad, which is €1. Yeah. And there is no dinner on Saturday. Sorry, the salad is not on Saturday evening. Yeah, that's the thing. And the tokens you could borrow in the registration, as I told before. And then the breakfast is from 8 to 9:20. Yeah. And we recommend to give €1 to €3 or more for the breakfast. So we didn't ask for the money. There will be something where you can put the money for the breakfast. Yeah, the breakfast includes tea, coffee, soy milk, rice milk, or oat milk, bread, some fake meat and fake cheese, spread, jam, pancakes, muesli, fruits, and so on. So I think there's everything for everybody. Yeah? And it's the same with the tea and the coffee. There will be always tea and coffee next to the where you get the lunch. So, and we recommend to give 50 € per coffee and tea. Just put it there. Yeah. And I go back. Yeah. And then next to that, where you will get the dinner and the lunch, there's a snack bar run by Starbucks, and they have snacks and sweets and so on. And maybe some other things we are not sure what they will provide us, or for you especially. For there you have to pay each thing singly, yeah? And then at the end I want to thank the food sponsors. Yeah? These companies, they provide us many food, which you will find also mainly in the breakfast there. Yeah? And I will also give a comment. All the people are working in the kitchen. So none of them is a professional working in the kitchen, and they're all working free there. Yeah? And if you have any problem, just come along, ask, especially those people having some allergies, gluten or soya or whatever, just ask for that. Or if you need raw food, just ask for that. There will always a possibility for you. Okay, that's my side. Thank you very much.
Okay. You probably saw that there's a bar on the other side. It's called the Rateloch. I don't know if you mentioned this, but we can use the seats for the lunch, but they open at 5 p.m. And so please don't use their seating areas if you don't buy any food or drinks from them. Okay. So now I would like to call Heiko on stage. Everybody knows Heiko from all the emails, and he responds to all the questions, and he was part of the organization team from the very beginning, and the conference would never be possible without him. So,
Thank you. So I want to talk a little bit about some organizational topics. So I'm going to talk about what's going to be happening every day here. Every morning we have a morning plenary, and it's really an important event because you will get all the up-to-date information for the current day. We will always have some country reports, not on Sunday, but on Friday and Saturday. We will have the summary of the campaign discussions, which I will be talking about in a minute. And there's also the possibility, if you have any kind of announcement that you want to make to the conference participants. So if you have anything important that you think other people should know about, whether it's some campaign that you're starting, something that you have some ideas about and looking for additional people to help you with. So if there's anything that you want to talk to or that you want to present on, it has to be very, very short, because otherwise it will not fit in that 1 hour. So, but if you have anything that you want to present to the other participants, please come to this room shortly before the morning plenary starts. So it starts at 9:30, so be here a few minutes before 9:30, and then we will check if there's still room for you, or otherwise you will have to do it on the next day. But please don't all save your quick announcements until Sunday, because Sunday, that's what typically happens. On the first day nobody says something, the second day a few people say something, and suddenly on Sunday everybody still has something that they want to tell everybody. And that's why we don't have a country report on Sunday, because we know there will not be enough time, because everybody suddenly has some ideas what they want to talk about. But the chances of you being able to do it are better if you do it on Friday or Saturday, because on Sunday we also have to start on time. So please come up if you have something that you want to share, and do it before Sunday if possible, because Sunday a lot of others will also want to do that. Okay, so the morning plenary is right after breakfast. We have introduced this open discussion slots a few years ago, so we have the same concept again this year. So if there's something that you want to discuss with others, which is not part of the conference program, we have 2 slots which are available for that. There's one on Friday and one on Saturday. If you have something that you think is missing in the conference program that you want to discuss with others, fill out a proposal sheet. So on the side of the room where the registration was, there are these sheets. You can describe real quick what you want to discuss. And then you have to find people that also want to discuss this and support it. Because if there's many suggestions, the ones that have the most supporters will be picked. So if you have some idea, please make use of that. The sheets are out in the next room. And these discussions, which have these discussion slots, will be announced in the morning plenary, so whatever got the most support will actually be picked. So there's 2 of those slots available. Besides that, we have introduced something new this year, which we hadn't done in the previous years, which we call campaign discussions. So we've seen there's a lot of presentations, a lot of workshops, a lot of discussions, which are taking place every year at this conference. But sometimes what's missing is like some ideas of what could be changed, what could be done better, how people can network and connect better. So these campaign discussions are actually slots which have this intention that we have specific topics, that people who've been doing something in these areas will quickly present what they've been working on. And then in the group we can discuss some other ideas and hopefully come up with some new concepts, some new ideas which could be tried in the future. So the idea is to really have a thorough discussion about these 3 different topics. So the first one will actually be today. It's called Reaching Young People. It's different projects which will be presented which have the goal of reaching younger people, and how this can be done more effectively or more efficiently. And this is today. Tomorrow will be about street campaigning. There will be some people presenting their street campaign activities which they have been doing, and then we can also discuss on that. And then on Saturday, the topic anti-vivisection. So anti-vivisection is actually more or less the root of the animal rights movement. Most of the protests in the 70s which were taking place were focusing on anti-vivisection. Nowadays the focus has gone more on farm animals and other types of animal exploitation, but obviously we still have vivisection, and in some countries the number of animals being killed for animal research are actually increasing. So obviously it's still a big important topic that we have to focus on. So there will be this campaign discussion about vivisection on Saturday. Since obviously not everybody can participate in these discussions, because there will be several things going on in parallel, each of these campaign discussions, there will be somebody who will summarize what has been discussed and present it the next day in the morning plenary. So that's, as you had seen on the slide, So these campaign discussion summaries will be presented during the morning plenary. So, for example, today we have the Reaching Young People, and tomorrow morning the Reaching Young People campaign discussion will be summarized in the morning plenary. Okay, so unfortunately we have 2 cancellations that I have to announce. It's not in your printed program because we got these cancellations very short term. Today, the presentation, which was planned to be right in this room, to be the first one, had to be cancelled, unfortunately, which means that the presentation, which was originally planned to be in room B, will then take place here in room A, and there will be nothing in room B. And another cancellation that we got was for tomorrow. So this presentation by Dawn Moncrief about food revolution or whatever, livestock revolution, has unfortunately also to be cancelled. So these are 2 cancellations to the program. I hope there will not be more. These came very short term. We just got the information last night. So that's why they're not reflected in the conference program. Besides that,
one thing that's not cancelled is the open mic session tomorrow evening, which is a little bit similar to the open discussion slots or something. I mean, it's basically something that you want to share with the crowd, but it doesn't have to be a quote from your favorite book or whatever. So it's going to be in the tent where people are eating food, lunch and dinner, and it's going to be at 9:30 until 10:30, so you will be right on time to catch your shuttle to the camping. And we will also have free snacks, so don't miss that. On Saturday evening, as usually, we do a concert in this room. This year we have totally new people. They've never played here before. First we have Casey from the UK, Kate Evans from Germany, Amy Jean Davis from the US, and Plan B, who is a DJ from Germany. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. Video and audio. We have some local media here, as every year. If you see them and for some reason you don't want to be in the picture, just make sure to avoid them, because it's hard for us to see what they are going to publish and what they will not publish. So check, have a look out for that. And then if you go on YouTube, Vegan Kanal, that's where we publish all the videos and the presentations. So you can have a look at that and share it on Facebook with everybody. Of course, on Facebook, the International Animal Rights Conference, that's where we go live at some point, like right now. And you can also invite people to like our page and just bring the word out, so that maybe next year we might need a bigger location, so that more people get to know about it. And then also you are more than welcome to post pictures and everything on our page. We will repost it and stuff like that. Another thing that is new, I'm sure some of you know Jane Velez-Mitchell. She's awesome. She's a media reporter, and she goes to so many different actions for animals. So we will also do live videos for her page. So go on Facebook, Jane Velez-Mitchell, her public page, or janeunchained.com. And it's not going to be only about this conference, but in general, you will learn so many new strategies and recipes and whatever. I mean, she's all over the world. Okay, so now the fun part. We also have some rules. Smoking, if you smoke, please only smoke in the designated areas. And also, please go outside if you have a dog who's barking or a child who's screaming. No mobile phones, like mute your phones please during the presentations. And again, if you take pictures of someone, make sure that everybody who's in the picture wants to be in the picture, okay? So if you don't want to ask everybody individually, just put your person who you want to take a picture of in front of a wall or something. And also, please, respectful discussions is always our goal. I mean, you can pretty much exchange all of your opinions, but please check on how you communicate. We will also have a few presentations about how to do effective communication, so that's definitely helpful. Another fun part is the garbage. Every year we have a big problem with the recycling here because it's not always that easy. Every country is a little bit different, what goes in which trash can. So that's why we have small pictures of on every trash can, so please have a look. And also, when you bring back the food, the leftovers, put it in the green trash can because that's where the food goes, and the paper napkins or something in the blue trash can, like in the paper waste. Very important because otherwise it's hard for us to do recycling, and that's very important. All right, we're almost done. A conference like this, you can imagine, costs a lot of money, and we could not do it without our sponsors. So please have a look at all of our sponsors. We have Alpa, which is from Luxembourg, A Well-Fed World, Veg Fund, Die Tierbefreier, Biteback, Arriva, Kuku, Topaz, Sodasan, Typhoon, Wilmersburger und Vegablum. Can we give a round of applause for the sponsors? So thank you very much. We really appreciate your help, and it means a lot. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I just want to tell you that now the next presentation will be about how to get vegan food in restaurants, if I remember correctly, so very interesting. And then don't miss out on the free food tonight at 8:30. We will have the welcome reception, which makes history every year. So please, it's going to be outside. You will not miss it. Okay, so thank you, all of you, for coming, and I hope you will have a really nice time for the next 4 days. And if you have any questions, just find me, and yeah, I'm here. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.